But the reason, Hannah, that I was interested in this, because again, and I'd love you to walk people backwards, of course, where you have been with Giggling Pig's art studio. I could be saying that wrong, but I think I got it right. And talk about where it's been. I've been to your studio, been to your office, how that's been. And then with Corona and possibly other things, as we Facebooked a few days ago, it's like a pivot, and you're delivering. You're really, and what a timely. It's like, I think these are my words, but it's almost like lemonade. People have kids at home, which you know very well, and you're like, hey, this can help you. So why don't you start just briefly or long, just tell people where Hannah was a year ago, 2 years ago, however that time
Sure.
frame.
So the Giggling Pig was originally just a one small studio downtown, in a 350 square foot room, and just doing art classes with kids, and basically evolved the business based upon what customers were requesting. So very quickly it grew into a 2,000 square foot studio with art lessons, birthday parties, corporate events, whatever people asked for. Basically, I built my business plan upon that. And then I opened up my second studio. That one burned down, rebuilt literally overnight.
You need to say that slowly, Hannah. That burned down and rebuilt. Give yourself, let's chew on that word. Go ahead, though.
So the studio burnt down one night. It was only 8 months old. It was my second studio. And I kind of had a moment of, oh gosh, do I give this one up? And I went there at 2:00 in the morning and watched the building on fire. And I turned around and I saw a sign in a window that said for lease. And I called up, and by 7:00 that morning, I was signing a new lease. And luckily, due to the fact that I had another studio, I was able to borrow things from that studio. And also the community pitched in with chairs and tables. And we only missed one day of camp. So,
wow.
So I already learned kind of things aren't always going to go the way that you plan them to.
Yes.
And I started to build upon the brand and came out with art boxes, and which were, printed canvases with my designs on that came with paints and
I remember
and stuff
I've ordered one, and I have one. Either you sent it to me or I bought one. Can't remember, but they're very nice and colorful. So
yes, yeah, they are. And we started to do art classes in a box, and then we'd video the art lesson and, ship them out. And I didn't really build upon it too much, but it was there in the background. And then I started to build upon other parts of the brand, and I published another book last year and released my plush of the characters that are from the Giggling Pig. And I started doing all these little things that weren't really big things yet, but they were all there kind of in the background. So I have 2 studios, the mobile studio, 2 that goes to hospitals and schools and assisted living homes. So we're a successful, small business somewhat. We're bigger than a small business, 15 members of staff, and it's been wonderful. But then when the coronavirus came about, I thought for the longest time, we'll be okay. We'll be fine. We can still open because we're licensed by the state, so we could have students still come in.
Right.
But then it got pretty scary overnight, and I decided to shut down. But luckily, because I had these things in the background already, and I was already playing around with YouTube, I literally my cameras in place, and I started doing live classes online overnight. Wow. And the first video got shared something like 700 times in the first couple of days.
Wow.
So we had 10,000 people watch the first show, which was obviously we're used to 20 kids in a classroom. Yes. We had 1,000 comments during one streaming, over 1,000 comments. And so we had people from all over the country and then all over the world. We've got Austria, England, Italy. We've got different parts of the world watching now on a daily basis. So amazing.
That is amazing. And I'm curious, a few thoughts, a few comments. Now, on the online portion, going for the success you have, did you do any fancy SEO or paid or anything? Tell me how you got there. Was it very organic, people just spreading, or both? How did that jump happen?
It was organic. I didn't pay for anything. We have a very, very loyal fan base. Okay. And all that happened was that people saw that we were doing something for free,
Hmm.
and they appreciated us so much that they sent it out to the schools. We didn't even ask anyone to do it. They sent
Wow.
it to schools, to family members. And then, like I said, that first video, it was just absolutely insane. And we've been doing it for 3 weeks now, I think. We do daily giveaways. And I drive around throughout the local kind of area for free and deliver these boxes. So I've kept some of my staff are still employed. Everybody
Sure.
had the option to stay employed and pick up hours if they wanted, and if they preferred to stay home, they could.
Wow.
But you know, I'm
And
learning
then,
from you.
well, thank you. That's very kind of you. But and then explain the vision today. Meaning you have, which we all get. I learned from Gary and Seth. But you have this free content you're doing. Nobody pays a dime for anything for that part, right? As of today,
Not yet.
right? Not yet. I like that.
Right.
And then the goal is you're building that lead base, and is that how you're getting the selling then the boxes, and that's 1,000,000 people watching for free and 1,000 people buying, and as it goes up is up, it all goes up. Is that the essence of it? As we're all learning as
Yeah.
well. Okay.
Yeah, basically, I'm doing things for free for the first few weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and based upon what our sales are every day after the video, it's kind of enough to keep me going right now.
Yep.
And I wanted to offer. I've told my customers I'll do it for free for as long as I can afford to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm setting up a subscriptions thing so that people can subscribe, and I
To the
kind of learned from
content.
Seth Godin. Yeah.
Okay.
So Seth had said about offering different packages,
Right.
silver, bronze, gold. So that's what we're doing. We're offering unlimited video access for X amount of money, and
Got
then
it.
one a week, etc. Because now that the kids are definitely staying out of school, at least until May now here, I will need to earn a little bit more than just my art box sales.
Sure, of course. And this is interesting. So, and then where does the help us understand where the art box fits into the business? Meaning, is the vision to sell millions of the art boxes, or you're like Hulu? Nope. If they pay $10 a month or whatever, we want to grow that, or kind of both, or eventually no art boxes. How do you envision that balance working?
Well, right now it's interesting because I'm learning a whole new side of the business in depth. Like, I knew
Right.
that it existed. I knew that I was making daily sales, but it wasn't anywhere near like a proper income. And now
Sure.
it's become its own business. So
Wow.
it's it's a separate part of the business. So I feel as though it will definitely continue. And even when we have stopped and we've gone back to school and life's returned, I invested in equipment for the YouTube, the videos and
Right.
the cameras and the screens. So I've invested in all that now. So now this is just going to be a new part of the business that will continue to grow, and we'll offer different things through that platform. We've got families reaching out to us saying, can you do live paint and sip classes so that I can see my
Wow.
friends? So now we're going to evolve that side of it too. But
Wow.
I'm functioning on a lack of sleep right now, and millions of ideas swirling around my head. So
As
it's
always,
good.
Hannah, as always. And curious parents who are using this, and I will go and watch the classes. I followed you, of course, as you know, Hannah, for some time now. But is this something, a class like, hey guys, hey kids, okay, daddy's home, mommy's home, or whatever, or okay, what are the kids going to do for an hour? Go see Giggling Pigs, or is it competing with Netflix? Or just curious, what's the frame of reference? A class
we
like learn, or more entertainment, or both?
It's a step-by-step class, and
Okay.
what we're finding very touching is that families are reaching out. I mean, we're getting fan mail now, which is really cool, and the parents are letting us know that it's like 20 minutes or half an hour of peace that they get to fold their laundry, and they know that the
Yes.
kids are being educated. We're communicating forth with them through the messages on the live feed, so the kids are excited. We've had photographs sent in to us from families of the dads drawing with
Wow.
the kids, and the parent, the mum drawing, or grandma's sending us in pictures saying this was the first time I ever painted, thank you so much. So we've got all
Mm.
age ranges being involved, and we've even had pictures from doctors at the hospital saying thank you for giving us an outlet. And even a certain doctor was joining in when they got a chance because they found it therapeutic. So it's taken on its own life, and I'm extremely fortunate that I had that kind of ability to pivot into a different part of the business. So I'm really lucky, but it's, you make your own luck and you work hard and you
Yes.
keep trying and keep moving forward, and that's what's important.
Wow, what you just said is like I should print on a T-shirt and sell it with you. I'm just writing that down now. I'm curious, Hannah,
I will.
about your team, Hannah. Tell me, what's the team look like? Are you doing this yourself in the bathroom and somewhere, or do you have a $1 million studio? Give us a vision of the equipment, not names per se, but you can just an overall
Right.
one camera, two camera, and then the team. How is it being done?
Sure. Well, I actually, funnily enough, how things fall into place, I had actually built an addition on my house last year, and
Okay.
I created an art room that was going to become like the YouTube room. So I had already had this built, and I just never had the time to dedicate my time into it.
Yes.
So I had this room, it's all set up. It's 2 cameras overhead, and then a front view camera,
Nice.
big screen, and like I said, I've given every staff member an option to pick up hours if they want, and they're not with other people. I have the studios, they've been cleaned, they can go down and pack boxes. But the teachers that are working with me are Lana and Ali, and they both teach on a different day in my house, and they go in, they don't even have to see me, they go in into the office, it's disinfected, and
Nice.
But
I love it.
so we're teaching. We have a different day of the week, and we're seeing different. Kids are clicking in for different teachers. Because we all have our own style.
You're like the
So it's really
Peloton of
cool.
art class, then.
Yeah. We're keeping track of everything.
And do all 3 people know how to use the equipment pretty well, or do you need Jenny to come in and hit play, or all 3 of you can on your own do a full show?
I showed them all. It's super easy. You just press broadcast, you type in your text, and off it goes. It streams to Facebook and to YouTube. So it's exciting. And then later today, I'm going to figure out how to set up subscriptions, and I'm a jack of all trades.
I can see that. And do you have an idea how you'll do that? Is that just the popular software most of us probably know? You'll integrate that, people pay, and then have access to the on-demand video? That's the kind of idea? Or
well, I had someone kind of give me a quote, and it was a bit high for me right now. So I'm just going to have a look at it and see what I can figure out for myself, and I'll go from there.
Trust me, you will figure it out. I know your pedigree, Hannah. You will figure it out.
I will.
I am overwhelmingly excited for you. I am just, this story I've been wanting to do so long because, as you know, I'm all about the hustle, and not just the cute way, but this is a real story. It's just amazing. Hannah, anything for this recording, at least, I didn't ask you that you wanted to share about. Don't forget to share the website address or any way we can reach you for people watching this.
We're thegigglingpig.com, and there's a link right there. You would just click the Facebook link to the Shelton page, and we're live at 11 o'clock every morning, and then we are live again at 6 o'clock every night to announce the winners from the day, and to read fan mail and share, whatever information that we have. But we're live at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Wow. I can see why you need a little more than just Hannah, because you'd be overwhelmed. And do you find, Hannah, that I'm guessing, just as other people are watching, it's a good lesson learned. I think this aspect of a schedule, I know that's one challenge I have. I want to do it, but it's hard for me to do it. But I think for those who are in e-commerce, having some consistency, even if it's every Monday at 2 or every day at 3,
right,
whatever it is, are you finding that's a key that people look forward to it? And
100%, because parents can rely on the fact that they can turn on, their computers at 11 a.m. The feedback that we're getting is that it's just such a great time, because even though everyone's homeschooling, we were getting, like I said, up to 10,000 views in that first week when no one was homeschooling yet. Then in the second week, the numbers dropped during live feed, but then by the end of the day, our numbers are still ending on the same, because people are clicking in to watch it after. Consistency is key. 100%. People need to rely on you.
Hannah Perry with the Giggling Pig. This has been a great interview. Thank you for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Media. Interviews like this you can find at smarthustle.com. And again, I hope you go to thegigglingpig.com and see my friend and entrepreneur, Hannah Perry, what she's doing. Even if you don't have kids, go do some art. Art is very tranquil and relaxing.